Time for our Pick 4 segment. Let's welcome in the D-Man, Dennis Manoloff from WTAM, 1100, 106.9 FN. D-Man, 3-1 a week ago. I went 1-3. A disappointing week for Dave's picks. So the D-Man now up on me a full game as he's 4-4 for the year. I am 3-5. All right, D-Man, let's get it rolling. Browns are 7-point favorites at home against the Bears, led by Justin Fields. Where are you going with this one, D-Man?
I'm going to go Browns minus the points for a number of reasons, one of which is the Browns did not play particularly well this past Sunday in their home opener against the Texans. So they're going to want to get that taste out of their mouth. I know they won by double digits, but they didn't really pass the eye test as a super team in the AFC. So they're going to be itching for redemption, if you will, especially on the defensive side. And this is an opportunity for Joe Woods' defense to really have an impact on the game, because we all like Justin Fields around here, Northeast Ohio. We loved him at Ohio State. But the fact is, he's a rookie. He's making his first NFL start. And here is an opportunity for Joe Woods and the Browns defense, which has, played pretty much bend but don't break type of defense since he's been the DC. Now you get a chance to really make Justin Fields' life uncomfortable. I wouldn't say miserable, because I think Fields is talented enough to survive it, but you can really rattle him potentially. And you saw a little bit of that from the Bengals defense when Fields had to come in for Dalton last week after Andy Dalton got injured. So, look, if Bill Belichick and his schemes can constantly cause headaches for rookie quarterbacks, why can't Joe Woods and his schemes cause a problem for Justin Fields on Sunday? And I speak specifically of blitz packages. I would love to see Woods' defense add some more blitz packages to the mix. I think they will, and I think the defense is going to be just as potent for the Browns as the offense.
Man, you're making me want to change my pick. I'm going with the Bears and the points. I want to see more aggressiveness from the Browns defense. Haven't seen it yet. I think Justin Fields creates some problems just with his legs. I think it's a low-scoring game. I think the Browns win, but I don't think they cover the 7 points. So I'm going Bears +7 at First Energy Stadium. And Browns fans aren't going to like that, but I think they win a low-scoring game.
I was going to say, Dave, if you don't have them covering, then I'm nervous.
I'm listening to you, and I'm ready to change my pick, but I'm sticking with the Bears +7. All right. This one we both agree on. Steelers at home, -3 against the Bengals. What are you thinking with that one?
Well, first of all, I think the Steelers are being undervalued here. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been bullish on the pick. Sorry about the dog.
Dog pound. Yeah, that's right. Dog pound's ready for Sunday.
Oh, no. All right, watch this. On live TV. Kinger, knock it off.
The dog whisperer, too.
Yeah, we'll see. But anyway, the Steelers, I get that there's a hedge here because of Roethlisberger's health, and, there's concerns about how strong he's actually going to be. But, the Bengals' struggles in Chicago factor into this just as much as my belief in the Steelers, if you will. Here he is.
There he is. That's right. Dog Pound wants to be involved.
What's that?
I said the Dog Pound wants to be involved.
Yeah, absolutely. But the bottom line is I trust the Steelers' defense and their pressure against a, shall we say, leaky Bengals offensive line and Joe Burrow having trouble against that pass rush. I trust the Steelers' defense just as much, if not more, than I trust the Steelers' offense. If this had been 3.5, I probably would have shied away from it, because when I play this game in my head, I see a field goal game. But I'm going to go with the Steelers, even though they'd have to win by more than 3 for me to win.
Yeah, and I think Najee Harris finally has a big game running the football against the Bengals. All right, Patriots -2.5 at home against the Saints. Who do you like in that one?
Well, I love Belichick here. And when you and I have picked games over the years, I will go with Belichick's Patriots a lot. Even last year, they didn't have a good year, and I was picking them to win some games, so I was off. But I feel like I have a decent understanding of how Belichick and the Patriots work, even as they moved on from Tom Brady. The bottom line is they just got done rocking the Jets and making Zach Wilson's life miserable. Jameis Winston crashed down to earth after his 5-touchdown performance against the listless Packers in the opener. Then Winston has all kinds of trouble against Carolina in game 2 for the Saints. And I don't see why Belichick and his defensive schemes can't cause more problems for Jameis Winston. And therefore, I see Winston struggling. New Orleans is on the road. The Patriots are feeling it after the victory over the Jets. And anytime I get the Patriots as a favorite by, not having to cover a huge number, I'm almost always going to go to them. And in this case, they don't have to cover a huge number. So sign me up for the Patriots.
All right, last one for you. Raiders hosting the Dolphins. Raiders 4.5-point favorites.
Yeah, I'm probably getting too cocky here with the Raiders, but they have been incredibly good in these first 2 weeks. I had a chance to watch pretty much all of each of those 2 games. Their opener against the Ravens in Las Vegas, and then they go to Pittsburgh on a short week, and they beat the Steelers. Derek Carr, the most undervalued, underrated quarterback on the planet, has been sensational for 2 weeks. The Raiders are going to be feeling it. I don't know that Derek Carr is going to allow this team to have its head swell too much, so it's not going to be like they're going to take the Dolphins lightly, especially a Dolphins team that doesn't have Tua. So I think they'll be ready to go, and they will be, even if Josh Jacobs is hobbled a little bit, I'm not sure exactly what his status is, but he's been battling the toe. Even without a running game, I think Derek Carr and those offensive weapons on the outside, including Henry Ruggs and Waller, are going to be enough to carry the Raiders to at least a touchdown victory over the Dolphins.
All right, my other 2, after we agreed on the Steelers -3, I'm going to go Cardinals -7.5 at the Jaguars. Jaguars are a mess, and I don't see that getting better anytime soon. And I think the Cardinals light it up. That offense is the real deal, and I don't see the Jaguars keeping up with them. And I'm also going Ravens -8 against the Lions. I think Baltimore runs all over that defense for Detroit. So I'm going Ravens -8 in Detroit. I'm going 2 big favorites on the road. I think they both get it done. D-Man has a 1-game lead on me. He's 4-4 on the year. I'm 3-5. 1-game lead. I'm jinxing you. 1-game lead on me as we head into week 3.